Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 reasons why nursing is the best profession and why I love nursing and why I think you'll love it too. So let's get started. Reason number one is why I think a lot of people go into nursing, and that is because it's meaningful work. A lot of us go into nursing because we want to help people and we want to make a difference in life and care for other people. So that's what you get to do when you're a nurse. You get to take care of people during their vulnerable times. You get to be there for the downs and the ups. You're also taking care of their family and spending time with them, meeting their physical and emotional needs. It's very meaningful work. It's very rewarding work, and it means a lot to me as a nurse, and I know it means a lot to the patients and the families as well that we're there. So that's the number one reason I went into nursing. It's one of the best things about nursing, and it's something that all nurses love about their career. Reason number one kind of leads straight into reason number two, which is it's a trusted and respected profession. When you're doing meaningful work like this and you're working with people during their most vulnerable times, working with controlled substances and things like that, you need to be trusted. You need to be a trustworthy person, and nursing is always rated as the most trusted profession almost every year, or one of the top trusted professions. And it's also very respected. I've always felt very respected as a nurse. Family members respect us, patients respect us, and doctors respect us. Of course, that's not a perfect world. I'm not respected 100% of the time, but most of the time nurses receive a lot of respect in and outside of work for the career that they chose. Reason number three for me is continuing education, which means you're always learning. When you're a nurse, it's a career of learning because things are always changing in medicine and healthcare, so you always have to keep up with the most current literature and the most current practices and why you're doing that. So you're always learning something, and you also get the opportunities to go to conferences and lectures and things like that through the hospital, which are huge learning experiences. Experts will come in and talk to you about what they know and what they researched and what they've learned, and that's just so awesome. And that leads straight into reason number four, which is the ability to advance your career. So as a nurse, you have many options to advance your career. You can become a clinical nurse specialist, you can become a nurse practitioner, you can become a nurse anesthetist, you can do a ton of different stuff. You can major in public health, you can move on to your master's and your doctorates and go to grad school. Nursing gives you a huge ability to advance your career in many different directions, whether your direction wants to be at the bedside or more in an administrative role. You will have that option as a nurse. Once you know what you want to do long term, you have the ability to pursue your education in any way you want. And a lot of the times the hospitals will reimburse you or pay for your tuition because they want nurses to pursue higher education. So that's also a plus. Reason number five is there's a variety of fields you can work in. So you're never just stuck in one thing. It doesn't matter what you start out in. If you change your mind later down the line, you can always change. So for example, if you start out on a med-surg unit, but you want to work in pediatrics, you can always switch from med-surg to pediatrics. And then say you decide you want to try ICU, you can move to a PICU or an adult ICU. And then maybe one day you want to try ER, you can go ahead and do that. And then maybe one day you want to try outpatient, you can do that as well. Really, your options are unlimited. You can do whatever you want. You can switch as many times as you want, and it's just so awesome because you never get burnt out or tired of the same thing because you can just try something new. Reason number six is something that's important to a lot of people, and it's something that makes me feel comfortable with my career choice every single day, and that is job security. We have very secure jobs. There's never going to be too many nurses. There's a huge nursing shortage all over the country, and you just always can get a job wherever you go, wherever you want to work. Basically, you can get a job. So it's very nice to know that no matter what, I'll be able to have a job. Even as a new graduate, it's not very hard to find a job. And you know, when you're working in other fields, it's really hard to get a job right out of college because they want you to have experience, they want you to do internships, they want you to do all this stuff. But nursing is such a high demand job that you're able to find a job right out of school. And when you're an experienced nurse, that's when you really can find a job anywhere you want in any specialty you want. So it's awesome to have that job security, and that's why that is reason number six. Reason number seven is something we all need to survive, and that is money. So we're going to talk about pay a little. Nurses make a competitive salary. They get paid well for what they do. Now, of course, nurses could always make more. There's a lot of money in healthcare. I wouldn't be opposed to nurses making more, but I'm not unhappy with the amount that I make right now as a nurse. I was able to come out of school with an associate's degree in nursing and right away be making almost $50,000 a year, which is pretty good if you ask me. So I was happy with that, and there's the ability to advance further and make more money if you want to go into different specialties or grad school or something like that. But overall, the pay is good, and you're able to work as little or as much as you want, which is huge. You can work a full 40 hours a week, you can work 36 hours a week, you can work 8 hours a week and just be per diem or part-time. There's so many different options depending on what the salary you want is. And if you want to make even more than the traditional nurse pay, all you need to do is pick up shifts here and there, and that adds up at the end of the year. So depending on where you live, you can make upwards of $90, $100, $110,000 a year just by working some extra overtime and choosing a specialty. Reason number eight is the most important one to me, I think, and that is flexibility. You're able to make whatever schedule you want, basically. You can work days, you can work nights, you can work evenings, you can work mornings, you can really do whatever you want with your schedule, and you're able to work whatever kind of shifts you want, depending on what kind of facility you work in or what kind of specialty you have, but you can work 12s, 16s, 10s, 8s. Sometimes they even pick up 4 hours of overtime here and there just to make some extra money. So it's so flexible. You're able to work around your kids' schedules if you have kids. I don't, but if you do, that's a huge bonus. You're able to work around your life schedule. You're able to plan vacations without using PTO a lot of the time. I worked a schedule once where I would work 6 days on, 8 days off, and I know a lot of nurses do that, and that's really awesome because you basically have a mini vacation every other week. I might make a whole video on how to optimize your nursing schedule because I feel like that's something I've been playing with for a long time, but there's ways that you can get a week or 2 weeks off without even taking any PTO or vacation. So flexibility in scheduling is a huge one. Reason number 9 is another one that's very near and dear to my heart because you know I did travel nursing, and that is the ability to travel with your career. So whether that be travel nursing or just relocating, you can get a job anywhere you go within the United States, even internationally, but we're not going to touch on that because it's a little more complicated. But within the United States, you can get a job anywhere. If you work in a SICU in Vermont, you can go work in a SICU in Arizona. It's the same thing. So it's pretty much universal. You're able to travel from place to place. You're able to experience new places, and you're also able to relocate if you need to for some other reason. You don't have to worry about not being able to find a job. Reason number 10, take a guess. It is that you get to wear scrubs to work. I don't ever have to worry about what I'm wearing. You don't have to pick out your clothes the night before. You don't have to worry about getting dressed up and buying new clothes all the time or wearing the same thing over and over again. And that's something that matters a lot to me because I'm not super into fashion. So it's so easy to just throw on some scrubs every day, not have to worry about what you're wearing, throw your hair in a ponytail and go to work. It takes no time to get ready for work, and it's super convenient and it's super comfortable for what you're doing when you're moving around and stuff like that all day. I love my scrubs. I honestly don't know what I would do if I had to dress up every day for work because every time I have to dress up for like a conference or a meeting, it's like dreadful. So I'm so thankful for our dress code. All right, that wraps up the top 10 reasons why I love nursing and why I think nursing is the best career choice. If you're considering nursing as a career, I hope you found this video helpful and informative. I hope it gave you a little insight into what's so awesome about nursing and helped you make your decision a little. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll definitely answer those for you. And if you're already a nurse, I hope you were able to relate to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. If you did, please give it a like because that helps me out a lot because I know that you like the content that I'm making and I can make more of it. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe to see more nursing videos and life videos and whatever kind of videos I feel like making. As always, I hope you guys have an amazing week and I will see you next week.